Hello, this is AgostoAllElite podcast. This is Richie. I usually have a co-host, but Noah's not here for this Saturday's podcast. He'll be out for the rest of the month. So it's gonna be me. It was supposed to be Tyler, but Tyler's not awake. So I'm here. I am awake. We're in afternoon, so there's no excuses. But I promise next Saturday I will find a new temporary co-host that will wake up on time or be on time mostly. All right, let's talk about Dynamite. It was animated from Target Center in Minneapolis, Minnesota. The Quake by Lake special had a big main event: Lionheart Jericho versus Moxley. It was for the AEW Interim World Champion. We had a surprise return in CM Punk. Darby Allin finally bested Brody King in a coffin match with a little help from Sting. The Young Bucks drama saga main defense Rampage, and much more. Let's get to that. You know what? Let's talk about the main event. Moxley and Jericho put on a fantastic main event for the AEW. The backstory was deep, but leading was simple. Moxley won Jericho the last survivor of Stu Hart's dungeon. Moxley won Jericho at the Lionheart. Jericho obliged. The match was set. We had hype from Moxley, hyped about by being orated about the interim contacts. He viewed himself as a real world champion. Call it FYI, the belt forged in Cincinnati about pain and endurance. His explanation doesn't conveniently fit as an FYI acronym, so he just forged upon Cincinnati a call upon the UC title. Moxley is going to push Jericho to the limit. If the Lionheart fighting spirit won't break it, then his body will. Yeah. Then Jericho had his promo turn to counter. He was threat to shit out of Moxley and be the next world champion. Then we got Daddy Magic, Cool Hand, Garcia, and AJ grabbed the wheel to hike the bout. Sadly, no nip talk from Daddy Magic, but they were pumped for the celebration party. There was fondue and a little bit of bubbly energy acting like a lucha, chucking out a random person. Side note, I ran into the main event. Garcia talked trash about Bryan Danielson. It was announced that we'll meet in the 2-hour free falls next week in the big special with HBO Max. Yeah. Alright, let me get to the Dynamite thing card. Something iffy with it. Okay, we got Jericho entering with the Lionheart music, wearing Lionheart tights. Y'all know Lionheart. Moxley is your wild thing usual. Let's get to the action. We had lockup, arm drags and stuff. Moxley and trying Lionheart statement, shoulder blocks, exchange of slaps. Jericho went for walls of Jericho. Moxley twisted out so Jericho will hold. Learn this dude dungeon to stretch Moxley. Jericho showed he was playing hard as a real deal. On the evening, Moxley had to talk about pain while Jericho serving dish, ripping out earring to the blood flow. The match progressed. Jericho utilizing Lionheart moves such as Superhero Karana. Moxley fired back with rugged offense. Jericho was able to latch on the line submission for deep pain. Moxley managed to roll over, so Jericho stomped his face and went to the Malls of Jericho. The champ eventually reached the ropes for break after enduring tremendous punishment. Moxley railed with a flying double X hand outside. Mox aimed for another flying attack outside, but Jericho caught him with a code breaker. Moxley kicked out. Jericho went for his whale shenanigans. He removed the turnbuckle pads deployed to keep the referee busy. Guevara threw in a baseball bat from the crowd. Jericho popped Moxley 1-2 kick out. Moxley went for a standing choke. Jericho escaped by sending Moxley to explode turnbuckle. Moxley ricocheted back into a juice effect. 1-2, Moxley kicked out. Then Jericho grabbed the tie for an object. Moxley Lionheart exposed to toe steel. Rear check and naked choke. Transition to bulldog choke. Jericho escaped. Hammer elbows for lion tear. Moxley escaped the bludgeoning Jericho with his elbows. Moxley worked for the grapevine sleep on the mat. Jericho made his last gasp to escape. Moxley tried the free arm to apply choke. Jericho lasted as long as he could for a tapping out. Moxley retained in a bloody duel. I also say it was an epic match. The drama was off the charts. The first three quarters finished ranked as one of my favorite matches of the year. I could have done without the shenanigans toward the end, but it is what it is. After the match, basically we have most of the men from JS Society attacking Moxley, and they come in to help. And then we got the epic return of CM Punk. CM Punk fought back, took out the Jericho Appreciate Society. Then we got the closing scene with Moxley and Punk. Moxley doesn't respect Punk. And we're going to have a unification title between All Out for the December 4th World title bout. Moxley and Punk in Chicago. I know they will win, and I love that feeling. It will make a world difference than AEW Punk. So let's go to the rest. Let's talk about the apology. Hangman Page, Young Bucks back together. Well, not quite. The latest turn in the Elite solo opera revolves about the upcoming AEW World Trios Championship tournament. The brackets were revealed. Jeff Triangle versus Ospreay and Austin Open. Andrade, Dragon Rouge versus Dumb Bucks. A surprise. House of Black versus Dark Order. Trustbusters versus Best Friends. You notice the Bucks are going to turn around on official third. The Jack sent the remedy by approaching Hangman in the Dark Order locker room to apologize. Hangman Dark Order room to apologize. They talk about the tournament. Hangman asked for join. Matt and they did apologize how they treated former friend. They had great times together. The whole thing, yada yada yada. The Bucks did acknowledge they got selfish on the way. Matt lacked courage to pursue Hangman winning the AEW World Title. The Bucks might have been bad people, but it's Hangman who brings out the good in them. Matt questioned Hangman, will you be our trios partner next week? Well, Hangman declined. Hangman do appreciate the apology, but declined the invitation. Hangman would love to unite as the Young Bucks. He felt loyalty to Dark Order. He stood by his side, way to the top. You should repay the favor by supporting him in the tournament. The Bucks sheepishly exited when Cutler offered to serve as a teammate. This was a well-done scene of drama and intrigue. The Bucks seemed sincere apology. It brings to see the Young Bucks, but it's great to see Hangman stand by Dark Order pals. This is a true babyface move of the Cowboy. And Hangman did appreciate the apology. Alright. As for the tournament itself, let's talk more about this. Like before the tournament. Doesn't mean Hangman Bucks are clearly off the table. I strongly suspect that Cutler will be the trios tournament where the Bucks don't have any other option. A loss in the tournament is an opportunity to feud against Hangman Cole, Bobby Fish, Riley. The Bucks were the third one. You don't know Hangman will oblige on a scenario. As for the tournament itself, these are great selections that the Trustbusters already the right group is being forced on the pause too quickly out development as serious threat. They'll be clearly taking a first round loss. The New Japan trio will also keep the Forbidden Door vibes through. Well, there is also a Dragon Lee. Yes, I've been waiting for his arrival in AEW, his skills. There is a lot room and predictability in the finals. That Dragon lost to Ganables. House of Bucks, Best Friends would make sense in semifinals. I can see one of those teams winning the whole China. The Dark Order is a strong Dark Horse due to story reasons. Bring it on. So let's go through the rest of Dynamite. We got the coffin match. Darby Allin bringing Bowie King. Allen attacked out of darkness. Basically, King regrouped to stop the skip or hat. Allen came out super co-rail the turnbuckle. King took control of Melly Allen, but he was a microphone splash crash through a table. Lights out, lights on. Malachi Black, Buddy Matthews, Julie Hart, King pummeled Allen. They opened the coffin for the King to finish the job. It's Sting. Sting was lying in wait. The coffin was helped to hit his little buddy. Sting cleaned house. Black stood down in the corner, played mind games. Sting tossed his bat over the Black. The House of Black leader inclined to engage and excited. Sting gave chase in a brisk wake. Walk up ramp for a stare down. Back to the fight. Allen King duked it out. Heavy moves. Cannonball from Allen. Body slammed by King onto the ring steps. King went for a hanging choke, but Allen cracked him with a chain. Allen used the chain to choke King out of the choke. King tumbled the apron, tumbled the ring with the coffin lid shut. Darby Allin was victorious. The match was filled with while action. The intensity was on point. Reviewed. Allen was fighting some fan. When Houseback showed up at King's side, Allen didn't care. He was going to do a suicide dive anyway. That's the kind of cuts I root for. As enjoyable to see, I wouldn't necessarily call this a satisfying conclusion to the feud. Maybe because I want to see things going to end. Even though it was a coffee match, finish was cool, playback to the previous choke spots at any point. I think more interaction between Sting and Black means the feud will still continue. Makes me wonder if they were two were awkwardly standing face to face, tired sequence. Either way, I'm still excited to see Sting and Allen versus House of Black. Sting and Allen may not be alone. We had from Miro, who cut up questioning the darkness from Blacksmith. Jill heard encouraged him to embrace the gift. I thought she was lying for a second pop. It made me funny when he said only one woman could touch her and it's not Julia. Miro made a decision. He will accept the gift and used to destroy House of Black. The lightning ship, a cool effect to give me goosebumps for maximum ass kicking. We got some actions with Los Ingobernables defeated Lucha Bros. This was Lucha Libre Tournament rules chaos with fierce pace. They manipulate a false finish by tying Penta's mask to the ropes as Phoenix flying. But anyway, Phoenix was smashed with both horns, running jockey Rouge and a headlock DDT on Andrade to win. The action was non-stop. The others all four men. The story told in history tale and conquer. Due to tornado rules, it was tough to set separation long enough for a winning pin. However, Ignorance managed to achieve creativity. Rush and Andrade look like already stars ratings. Then we got on Luchasaurus versus Anthony Henry. Squash one with a finalizer, Fairy Clan Slam. Nothing to react there. We got the real story from Jungle Boy when on the commentary then attacked Christian Cage at Dina's win. Christian on the big screen clapped. Jay observed the scene and figured out when Christian was looking. Like when Christian looked, he ran backstage looking for a fight, but the security blocked him from prey. Luchasaurus added a helping hand to free Jungle Boy. Christian was already gone. There was a little quick joke to keep the story hot. For the inevitable showdown between Jungle Boy and the Christian and All Out. The body in there later to the story. In Luchasaurus selling this, he headbutted Bat Bug. I'm not sure why we're supposed to care about Bat Bug, but who is the agent for Ada? Perhaps it was an introduction to an on-screen assist to Christian down the line, mostly. Then we got FTR reunion. We got Lethal, Shadud, Singh called out Warlow. Their beef wasn't over until Lethal held the TNT Championship. And Warlow arrived despite being outnumbered. FTR music hit the standby Warlow side. The bad guys backed away. Lethal tried to sneak attack, but he ate a big rip for troubles. Honestly, I have big mixed feelings on this. For the positive, it was nice seeing FTR sided by Warlow as a surprise. It was called back to the time pinnacle, but negative, Lethal angling for another touchdown so soon that the losing clean makes wins losses feel like they don't matter. It was the same thing around Cole rematch and Hangman panicking. Lethal doing anything the first time around to make me yearn around to. They just fluffed leading to a blowout trios match where Warlow powerbomb Singh. In that case, I'll be pleased with the punch. Alright, now we go to the Ricky Starks versus Earl Solo. UT Factory cross paths with Haas backstage. They promised to take care of Starks. Haas warned not to become a problem. The former indie teammates had a short match where Starks running through ropes to duck a corkscrew, win by a spear. Afterward, the Factory tried to pummel Starks. He escaped and exited safety. Haas was walking backstage, smashed the screen in anger. And Starks picked up the win to keep his momentum rising. The cutest part is where will Factor fit into the feud between Starks and Hobbs. Neither of them like QT and his crew. If AEW book Hobbs to fight the Factory team, he'll be getting cheers as the heel Starks in the story. Okay, we go into TBS Championship. Cargill retains versus American Reign. We got Kieran at ringside for time distractions. Jay's power was trailing double early. Reign railed for a jawbreaker, heading netbreaker. Flipping neckbreaker, front chancery DT. Hogan drafted again, ate a pump kick from Jay when Reign moved away. Jay kept their wits and landed a pump kick on Reign. Jay counters a cost Reign counter and escaped to Jay for the win afterward, and Dana Scott for a back attack to the champ. This was a nice match. Jade looked good with a promo offense, such a one-arm stand suplex. Rain did her job as a veteran, putting her over the right talent. Her special fear at peak of Jade was an amusing touch. Athena did more, saying to drag out the feud toward All Out. Athena versus Jade's match I want to see, but Wayne is getting old. Let's get some notes. We got that Billy Gunn wants his son to toughen up. He booked a match on Rampage. Stokely halfway tried to recruit Austin and Colton. Grandpa asked them away. Hanson entered the scene. The Ass Boys match, we got Dan Hansen and the beard better for known as Eric Redbeard, formerly Eric Rowan. Then we got some Ari Daivari Trustbusters to recruit Cassidy. He was interesting. Daivari will teach OC what happened at Rampage, which will be later on review. Okay, we got Chris Sandler, the injury. Toby Starr is now the number one contender for the AEW Women's title. Storm enjoyed Pelling Thunder, but Mango is a being world champion. Thunder was relentless about potential match with the idea being opponents who could be Tam French. It could be a surprise if Dr. Britt Baker didn't add to the mix. So that was real. Let's go to the start of the show. Jericho turned back hands of time for special performance. It was awesome. I actually want more with Lionheart. And the match tonight, I would go with Jericho versus Moxley. This was an excellent match. I had Pam the hands and a time. This was a great episode of Dynamite. So energy. The energy was all night for the zip by. The big match delivered the big, and the surprise of Punk was outstanding. It was the kind of show that was so excitement it makes me hard to go to sleep. Okay, it was basically a great and exciting episode of Dynamite. Alright, let's go to AEW Rampage recap. Quick Bear League edition on August 12th. Pretty much. Basically, after losing to Daniel Garcia in a shocking upset, Bryan Danielson returned this week to address the situation. We also heard from the new FEW Champ Hook and AEW Champ Tag Champions Swerve Strickland and Keith Lee. Speaking of Strickland, there's a people on social media saying that Swerve should be miserable in AEW. But I don't think he isn't. I don't think he is. He is more happy in AEW than in WWE. I don't know why. Maybe because they want him back on Hit Row. But honestly, Swerve does not need Hit Row. Hit Row probably held Swerve back, in my opinion. So on to recap. Anyway. Speaking of tag teams, the Gun Club was in action against Dana Hansen, Ed Rigbeer. For earlier I explained, and the newlyweds Sammy Guevara, Ty Conti, and they took on Dante Martin and Sky Blue. We got some Sunny Kiss getting some TV time this week, and a match against Parker Bordeaux, and Orange Cassidy faced Ari Daivari. Let's look at what went down on Friday's Quake by the Lake episode of Rampage. Let's start. We got some promo from Bryan Danielson. Alright. The Rampage usually opened the match, but ready to go. But this week we saw Danielson come out and address the crowd. He said we were never willing to stop wrestling, so Garcia came out threatening to end his career for him. Danielson and Garcia were one of the best young talents he has seen in years before Jericho got in his ear. The segment was outstanding, honestly. It hyped up their eventual rematch perfectly. It was short, sweet, but allowed both fans to say everything they needed to say. So it was a good promo. So Danielson Garcia next week, Dynamite 2 out of 3 falls. It will be fantastic. Alright, let's get to the first match of the night. Was a mixed tag match with Mello taking on Martin and Blue. This is for the AAA mixed tag titles, which was the first time they were defended on AEW. Mello and Guevara played the annoying newlyweds to perfection. It helped to get the crowd to cheer for Blue and Martin even more. They were based off their own popularity. The match ended up being good, but not great. There were some timing issues between Mello and Blue. It led to a few moves looking awkward. They have a lot of experience working together, but Martin and Guevara turned the heat up when they got in the ring. Mello was able to get the win for her team and take KO to Blue, even with slack like Christmas areas. This is a fun outing. The winners were Sammy Guevara and Tay Mello. Here's some moments and observations. So the mixed tag titles had nice design. They mix like better than the AAA tag title FTR has been carrying on for a little while. Blue moves around a lingo wheel, but her strikes need some work. It's too obvious she's holding back. She needs to figure out how to make them look realistic while hurting his opponents, and she'll be fine. The camera misses Guevara, shoving Miller out of the way so Martin would hit her with a suicide dive. Martin jumped out Miller about to hit a Canadian destroyer, and Guevara was a fun spot. Alright, anyway, let's go to Bardex versus Kiss. The match featured one of the AEW's newest acquisitions take on someone who's been there since the start when Bardex took on Kiss. The match was over less than a minute and saw the powerhouse formerly known as Harlan NXT score the easy win. When it makes sense for push Bardex this way, it would have been nice to see Kiss getting a little offense. So Bardex won. It was a squash match. Here's some moments of observations. Sonny got a drop entrance, which is unfortunate because a lot of people are excited to see Kiss perform this week. Then we got Ari Daivari look like he has fun as a manager. Now we go to the Gun Club versus Beer Hansen. Austin and Golden Club Gun squared up against the pairing of Dan Hansen and Eric Redbeard on this week's show. The match had a bit of comedy, which is expecting wherever Dan Hansen is involved. Redbeard would take in the powerhouse spots where he's in the ring, but mostly were the Guns trying to hurt Dan for giving them the ass boy nicknames. Don Hansen was on the defensive at the time, but Redbeard took over when tagged in. Billy Gunn pulled the top rope, take out Redbeard so his sons could take out Don Hansen to score the win. The Guns looked good, but the match was nothing to write home about. It was good, but not memorable. The Gun Club won. Then we got some moments of observation. Honestly, AEW should sign Redbeard. He could be a fun addition to the roster. This company could use a few big guys like him. I know the roster is bloated, but honestly, stop with that bloated bullshit. It's a good roster, whatever. The big man looked like he was in the best shape of his life. He has slimmed down since last time he appeared in AEW. The double suplex to both members of the Gun Club was a nice spot. Honestly, this match was nothing to hold to write about, but it was a good match. It got the Gun Club over. It got Billy Gunn shooting the Gun Club down. Much like that. Then we got some Ari Daivari main event versus Cassidy. Sim J and Bardex accompanied Daivari in the main event match against Cassidy as usual. Best friends were there to support Cassidy and kept things outside the ring. Daivari tried to talk Cassidy and lose on purpose so he could join the Justbusters, but Fisher Keys just messed with him a bit instead. The match followed the same pattern just about every Cassidy season. He jokes around a bit, his opponent controls the offense most of the match, and then Cassidy made his comeback. The predictability of this playout is one of the downsides of being a comedic performer most of the time. As OC begins to build some momentum, the people at ringside begin to get involved. Cassidy said best friends for Bardex, better gave Daivari a chance to recover. Still wasn't enough to keep Cassidy from scoring the win with the arch punch. Sonny came out to stand next to Cassidy as he was standing off with Bardex, but then Kiss turned around and kicked OC below the belt to officially join the Trustbuster. So the show ended with Daivari celebrating with his group. The winner, Orange Cassidy. Here's some moments and observations. Cassidy's entrance music is just as over with the crowd as he is. The way Slim Jim wears the razor has been cool. Has it been cool since the 80s and not ever been cool since back then, just bad. Whoever made Daivari tights did a great job. Design aside was very intricate. The Cassidy turning DDT always look good. So this week's Rampage was a good Rampage episode. It could have been a little better, but it is what it is. So, yeah. So basically, yeah. That was Rampage. Let's get to the Vince McMahon topic. Apparently, there was an additional $5.0 million WWE found in the payments made by Vince again to 2007 and 2009, which it should count as company expenses. Match the amount and years of payments WWE made to Trump Foundation. So apparently, he's been spending more money, the company's money, a lot more. So, my take on this, Vince McMahon made two $5 million personal payments, bringing his total NDA payments to $19.6 million. Well, honestly, should be recorded as company expenses. This is a yikes. Vince is going down. He's going to be charged. So this is basically a continuation of Vince McMahon and the NDAs. So I don't know what's going on, man. So this is getting scarier. Vince McMahon's he's too scared to get pussy in like a bunny house or something, and now he's paying NDAs because he just an old man wants pussy. Fuck the old man. That's nasty. Using NDAs to cover his sex scandals. That's just fucking disgusting. Vince McMahon should fuck off. Honestly, here's the thing. Vince McMahon should have just given the women he paid out various WWE assets they don't use. Like, imagine signing NDA and getting the rights to all your old house show titles and 3 years of ECW TV. Imagine that. Yeah, basically. And here's more shocking. Honestly, he basically spent more money on NDAs over such a misconduct that he did on WCW, ECW. And that's a fact. In the end, it's a disgrace to Vince McMahon. And his legacy is going to be soiled, but anyway, that's his fault in the end. So, I don't know. Did Christy Hemme sign the NDA? I'm thinking her. So basically, we don't know, but we don't know the women they signed the NDA, so that's a mystery. That's privacy, so anyway. Alright, it was pretty much Vince McMahon topic. You know, honestly, this was good. Triple H taking control of creative. Stephanie Nick Khan taking back WWE. Vince McMahon retiring was probably for the better. You know, Vince McMahon is going to get prosecuted anyway. There's no duff about it. No. Yeah, he's going to get prosecuted. Vince is getting prosecuted. So, anyway. Alright. Another topic. Topics. Alright. Ric Flair's last match. Apparently, Ric Flair had his last match, but he felt that this wasn't his last match. He wants to wrestle in Puerto Rico. And honestly, I don't think he should. But anyway, in my opinion, honestly, it's enough for Ric Flair. He should stay retired and be done with it. So anyway, alright. And here's the next topic I'm going to talk about. Madison Rayne. Madison Rayne. Like, Madison Rayne, she signed to AEW. And she faced Jade Cargill in a beautiful women's title match. TBS title match. It was beautiful. She put over Jade Cargill. And Madison Rayne is a great signing. It's a good signing for AEW to help the women's division going forward. So, yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Kenny Omega. I have a theory next week Kenny Omega will return and debut for the Bucks. Or we get a Brandon Cutler replacement situation. Anyway, I just hope Kenny Omega makes a big debut. We have Don Callis announcing Kenny Omega. You have Carl Anderson Gallows attacking the Bucks. We never saw a Bucks versus Doc or Carl Anderson kind of matchup. So, you know, anyway, yeah, honestly, yeah, they should be like that. Well, Johnny Gargano, there's a Johnny Gargano, basically Johnny Gargano's picking which one, AEW or WWE. So he sent, he's a favorite to, it was Loomis, Theory, Canceler. So I'm seeing Gargano going back to WWE at this point. I don't see him AEW unless he wants to face Kenny Omega. That's his choice. So, yeah. Yeah. And that's it. That's pretty much it for topics. Alright, this is AgostoAllElite podcast. I'll see y'all next Saturday. By then, the temporary co-host will wake up by then. Bye.